Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. We are back again. Friendly match against Everton. Cannot wait for it to get started. As always, we will be going through the match build up, go through the lineups, both Arsenal and Everton as well. How do we line up for today, and what are we expecting from today's match? As always, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know you're watching from. The game is still 40 minutes away, so still a lot of time to get through today. Really excited to just see the lineup. Just making the graphics and everything. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. So this is how Arsenal line up today. Let's put this on screen. Hope you guys can hear me well. Hopefully you can hear me well. So this is Arsenal's lineup from today. Let me do this. So a lot of changes from the last game against Nuremberg. Obviously, most of our players have just returned. The likes of Partey and other players have returned from different breaks, like they're on break holidays, extended holidays, but most of them are back. Matt Turner starts once again as the goalkeeper. Matt Turner is the goalkeeper once again. Last time it wasn't that great against Nuremberg. The first goal was kind of easier for Nuremberg to score, but hopefully this time round he performs better. Hopefully this time round he gets more minutes since the likes of Ramsdale are not in the squad at all. The back four is also exciting because of Saliba. Saliba starts next to Gabriel. Very, very exciting to see. Cannot wait to see Saliba playing for Arsenal, man. This guy has been at Arsenal for 3 years and we've not seen him playing a single game. We've had to wait like 3 years to see him play. He's been out on loan to 3 different clubs. We finally get to see Saliba in an Arsenal shirt next to Gabriel, who we have to keep for next season. We cannot lose him. I think we'll definitely keep him. That is good news for us. And then in terms of the other defenders, Cedric starts once again, and then Tavares is on the left side. Now, Cedric did come on for Tierney against Nuremberg on the left side, and Tavares wasn't in that lineup this time round. He is, so he starts next to Gabriel and Saliba. So that is our back five: Matt Turner, Cedric, Saliba, Gabriel, and Tavares. Midfield, Thomas Partey starts despite everything going on. Thomas Partey starts. He looked very happy in the training video, so he doesn't look like someone who's worried at all. Hopefully, we really need him for next season. Like, man, the first time I heard about those rumors, as they are right now, rumors, man, I was very scared. I was like, Thomas Partey, like our best midfielder, like where do we begin from now? Like we already needed 2 midfielders. If Thomas Partey is out, now we need like 3 midfielders. Where do you actually start? So Partey starts today. Xhaka is also back from his extended holiday. I guess it's nice to see him back because next season you really need everyone to be playing. You really do need everyone in your squad next season. You cannot afford to lose anyone next season. You have a lot of competitions, especially at the beginning of the season. You really need everyone fit. So Xhaka starts next to Partey now. Today, we've just heard that Zinchenko is about to join Arsenal. I'm expecting him to join Arsenal by Monday, and that is a position where he could end up playing Xhaka's role. I did a video talking about the 6 positions Zinchenko can play, and one of them is that Xhaka's role. If Tierney is 100% fit next season, it's not easy to just get him out of the squad, and Xhaka is the one guy that could end up getting dropped for Zinchenko to play because Zinchenko plays in that role as well. Odegaard starts as well, our potential captain for next season. They've not yet appointed a new captain, but Odegaard is one of the top guys who are expected to, who could end up as the captain, him or Tierney. And Tierney really play many games. Odegaard is always there. Odegaard, like last season, I think Odegaard started a lot of games for us. Like he was always there, whether we were playing against Newcastle, whether we were playing against, I don't know, Portsmouth, I don't care, whichever team we are playing. Odegaard was always there, and he was always going to be he was always playing 90 minutes. He was never getting subbed off. Like last season, if you watch our games, there's a time Saka was getting subbed off, Martinelli was being replaced by Smith Rowe, Partey was going off sometimes. Odegaard was always playing 90 minutes. I even believe this season, even with 5 subs, Odegaard is one of those players who's always going to be there. We might be replacing our left back, maybe sometimes our centre back, maybe sometimes our central midfield and Partey, maybe Jesus sometimes going off, Nketiah coming on, Saka as well, Martinelli, Smith Rowe rotating. Odegaard is one of those guys who will always be there. It's like Xhaka. When Xhaka starts the game, he'll finish the 90 minutes. And then up front, we have Saka starting on the right. I didn't expect Saka to start in this one. I thought he was going to stick with either Pepe or give Marquinhos his debut, but he's like his starting debut. But Saka actually comes in straight back in, which is very, very interesting. Our best player from the last 3 seasons. We are actually talking to him right now about extending his contract. I think he deserves it. There's no way Saka should be paid 30,000 a week or something crazy like that when Torreira and Bellerin are being paid more than 100,000 a week. That is crazy. So Saka is one of those guys that we need him to be at the top of his game next season once again. He's very important, man. He can play for us in any of those forward roles, right side, left side. He can even play as a goalkeeper. So Saka has to be there. And then Martinelli starts on the left side. So last time Smith Rowe did start in the middle of a 4-3-3. Martinelli does start this time on the left side. And guess who is up front? I cannot wait to see. Like, did you see Gabriel Jesus the other day? What Gabriel Jesus can do to your team within 5 minutes or 90 seconds that it was the other day. Just imagine what Jesus can do to them from the start of the game. I cannot wait to see him starting. He is starting today. We only have to wait 35 minutes to watch him starting from actually getting a game from the start. Really, really excited. So how many goals do you think Gabriel Jesus will score today? I'm actually going to go for it. I think he's going to score another 2. I will come to the Everton lineup, but I think he's definitely going to score like 2 goals today. If he gets the chances, he'll put it in the back of the net. That is the thing with Gabriel Jesus. So really excited with that. So that is the starting lineup. Let's go through it one more time and then come to the bench. So Tana starts again. Cedric starts this time. Saliba, Gabriel, and Tavares. Partey, Xhaka, and Odegaard in midfield. And then up front, we have Saka, Gabriel Jesus, and Martinelli. That is good enough. That is decent enough. So let's go to the bench next up. So our bench is on the left side of that. Okonkwo is the backup goalkeeper on the bench. So we have a lot of players. We have 33 players traveling, so all of them can't make the match day squad. Some of them will miss. Some of them will be there for Orlando City and Chelsea's game. So Okonkwo is the backup goalkeeper. So Tana might get the whole 90 minutes. You never know. Niles is there as well. Bellerin, Pablo Mari, Walters, and Holding, those 5 as the defensive cover-ups. Niles is really a midfielder, but he's there as a defender, let's be honest. Niles is a versatile player. He can come on for anyone. He can come on for Xhaka, for Cedric. But for Bellerin, Pablo Mari, Walters, and Holding, definitely defenders. Maybe expecting Tavares to go off, maybe for Niles on that side, maybe Gabriel to go off for Mari, then Bellerin to come in for Cedric, and maybe Walters for Saliba, something like that. No Ben White this time round on the bench, but he should be back for the next game. The rest of Pablo Mari and Bellerin are interesting ones because I don't expect them to be here next season. So I see why you shouldn't start them. I also say the same thing about Leno. Why start Leno when he's definitely not going to be here next season? I don't see the point. Preseason is for getting ready for next season. It's not for trying out players who are going to leave. You have to be ready. The Premier League starts in less than 3 weeks. We have to get our team ready. First team, second team. Get everyone, try different formation, try different setups, and be ready for next season. El Neni as well is on the bench with Lokonga and Torreira as the midfielders. The same thing I said about Bellerin and Pablo Mari applies to Torreira. I don't see why Torreira should be starting. I actually have no idea why he traveled with us, because this is a player like I'm 100% sure Torreira will leave Arsenal, so there's no need of starting him at all. It's not like a case of, okay, wow, he's going to play well, let's start him this time around and then see what happens. It's not a case of that at all. So for me, I wouldn't really give him any minutes. Just wait for whichever team that is signing him from the La Liga to sign him. Lokonga is there. This is another guy I really want to see how he does next season. But with us going for a couple of midfielders like Tielemans, if we end up getting him, I don't know where Lokonga will fit in again. But when we signed Lokonga and Tavares, we weren't really signing them to be Arsenal's next big thing immediately, right away. No, it was for the future. So let's see how Lokonga develops this season. We also have El Neni there. Last time he came on and scored an amazing goal, man, like absolutely fantastic. Let's see how it does. Some people have been asking, are Arsenal going to sign a defensive midfielder? I don't think so. I think that is why El Neni got a new contract, because Arteta is going to use him a lot next season when Partey is not there. Same applies to Nketiah up front. That is why I also don't think we'll get a backup striker. I think those two players, we'll see a lot of them next season. And then the rest of the bench, Pepe. Pepe is another one. I mean, Pepe, they did say a lot of reports recently have said Pepe will definitely leave Arsenal, including the Athletic David Ornstein. So I don't know, man. I don't know if he's going to stay, but personally, 70%, 70% is telling me he's definitely not going to be here. So let's see. Nelson is there. Rumors say that Nelson could be given a chance by Mikel Arteta. Let's see how that one goes. Balogun is also there, and Eddie Nketiah. I didn't expect Eddie Nketiah to be on the bench. I thought he was going to start instead of Jesus because he's been on good form. So why really drop him? Just let him play. But it doesn't seem to be the case. It doesn't seem to be the case. So the players that are missing from that, if I can remember from the top of the head, the other three goalkeepers, Leno isn't there, Ranasson isn't there, and also Ramsdale isn't there. Tierney is not there. Ben White as well. Who else am I missing? Smith Rowe. Last time he started, he's not there this time round. Marquinhos is not there. I was really looking forward to watching him. I don't know why he's not in this lineup. But hey, it's just a friendly. We have 3 more friendly games coming up. So let's not complain about that. I'll come with the Everton lineup very, very soon. Let me know where you guys are watching from and who are you excited to watch the most. I'm pretty sure you're going to say Gabriel Jesus, and I can't really blame you. I cannot really blame you. Let's see how it does. So I'm happy that team. I've forgotten the rest of the players who are not there. I really want to see. I'm excited to see Gabriel Jesus most, because we've not seen him starting for Arsenal yet. Let's see how he does from the start. Martinelli last time, all of a sudden, he seems very, very connected to Gabriel Jesus. Obviously, they're both Brazilian, but it looks like they've been playing together for years. That is super exciting. Marquinhos was really hoping to see, but he's not there. So Saka, another big season for him. At least this time, we might not need him to score 20 goals and get 20 assists for us to finish 5th on the table. This time, he will have some help from Jesus and all that. Fabio Vieira is not there as well. I think Fabio Vieira is still recovering from an injury, so we might not see him this preseason. Though we might not see him this preseason, you might have to wait a long time to see. Maybe an extra week before we see him at Arsenal. So let's see how that one works out. I'll come to your comments. Next up, let me do the Everton lineup very quickly. Everton are playing with the back 5, if I'm not wrong. So this is Everton's lineup. In goal, they have Pickford. Would have been interesting to see Ramsdale playing as well, because that is the number 1 and 2 goalkeeper in England. They are playing with Godfrey as the left wing back. Everton fans might correct me. I think it's a back 5, but they might be lining up different. They might have Holgate in midfield or something. They have Nkunku, Holgate, and Mina as the centre backs. Jesus to pretty much end their careers today, hopefully, against 3 centre backs, and then Patterson on the right side. I did hear from Everton fans, since Coleman is getting at the edge, a later part of his career, they might see Patterson starting a lot this season. And then they're playing a midfield 3 of Doucouré, Davis, and Dele Alli. Doucouré, one of the guys that we always wanted at Arsenal. I really wish we'd have gotten him. I still believe he's a good player, but since joining Everton last season, he didn't have a great season at the second part of the campaign, but none of my business at all. Dele Alli, we already know we are not the biggest fans of Dele Alli. And then up front, Calvert-Lewin and Gray. We're also not a big fan of Gray. The goal he scored against us last season, man, that was a very, very hurtful goal. Calvert-Lewin, we've been talking about him joining Arsenal, potentially joining Arsenal, but for me, 50 million, 60 million for Calvert-Lewin, I've always said, no, that is a bit too much, mostly because of the injuries that he's been picking up the last 2 years. And also, Calvert-Lewin is not a guy who will assist goals. He will score for you goals, but he's not he'll not build up play with the likes of Saka and Smith Rowe. I think there's a season, the last 3 seasons, I think there's a season Calvert-Lewin had 0 assists. Another season he had like 1. So he's not the kind of guy who will be there. So Gabriel and Saliba have Calvert-Lewin and Gray to deal with, and then the midfield of Partey and Xhaka have Dele Alli, Doucouré, and Davis to deal with. Patterson will be bombing up and down on that side, so Tavares will have that to deal with. Godfrey is mostly a centre back that can play as a left wing back, so let's see how he does against Cedric. Tomiyasu is also not there for us. We expect him to come back next game, and then Mina, Holgate, and Nkunku up against Gabriel Jesus. That is Everton's lineup. It's not Everton's best lineup. Obviously, the likes of Richarlison have left, but at the moment, I think Pickford, best goalkeeper there. Doucouré, they don't have Alain there. They've actually not shown us their bench. I would have loved to see their bench, but let's see how that goes. Let's see what you guys are saying. I know it's crazy times. That's the thing with games being during American time. We're going to have to stay up all night, all morning. If you're in Europe and Africa and Asia, we are going to be up until the morning hours. 4 goals. I did put a poll in the chat asking how many goals are Arsenal going to score today. Let me know. 3 goals, 4 goals, another 5 goals. We've scored 5 goals against Nuremberg and Ipswich this preseason so far, and you also scored against Everton 5 goals the last game of the Premier League season. Dennis says Jesus is starting 100%. Cannot wait to see how he does. With Saka and Martinelli, we are scoring 5 goals, says Dennis. That is a huge possibility. With Gabriel Jesus, everything is possible. Like, I'm not just gassing him up. I seriously do believe Jesus will get more than 15 goals for us next season and another 10 assists. I believe he's that good. He will get the chances. He has Saka there. He has Odegaard there. Martinelli, Smith-Rowe, Fabio Vieira now there. If Tierney's fit on that left side with the crosses, Jesus will get the goals. 5-1 from Dennis. So the same scoreline as our last game against Everton in the Premier League. Thank you for those comments, Dennis. Good luck, says Young. Dosu watching from Togo. Sally says, can't wait. Good evening, everything Arsenal. How are you, Abedan? From Nigeria, thank you. Good luck, my Ghana, says Ibrahim. Thank you, Sanchez. Up the Arsenal, says Oluwole. Nice seeing you guys up. I know it's crazy times, like all over, but we don't miss Arsenal games. Thankfully, it's Saturday. Michael says, good luck. Maski says, good luck. Good to see you again. No problem. Ishola from Nigeria. Good, says Bangura. Good luck from Nigeria, says Atobatele. Arsenal, man. Arsenal, I'm sure they know how many fans usually watch them. Like, this is literally all around the world, and we are here up until morning just to watch them and see how they do in a friendly match. Nana says, I'm from Ghana. Thank you, Nana. Ghana's for life, says Ishola. I want to see Vieira in action, says Osman. You might have to wait a couple of more days for that. I think when he signed for Arsenal, he was actually wearing a brace on his foot or something. Is it a brace? Or is it a protective boot? That is what he was wearing when he signed for Arsenal. So I'm not sure he's 100% ready. We might not even see him during the midweek. We might have to wait until the Chelsea game to actually see him. Another player we might see by the time we face Chelsea is Zinchenko. I cannot wait to see. Watching live from Sierra Leone, says Chewy, thank you. Hi, Mohammed. How are you? I want to see Vieira. Same. We just have to wait a couple of more weeks. Watching from Kenya, can't wait to see the lads scoring. Jesus says Poch. Says, please, any latest regarding Tielemans? You know, I'm very desperate to get him. I am as well, man. As I've always said, that is the first guy I would have gotten during this transfer window, but it's looking like we have to wait. Surely there's something going on in the background, but I still believe we are going to sign him. As I've always said, I do not think we are going to have that much agreement with them, like personal terms agreed with Tielemans with his agent, and only less than 30 million that Leicester wants, and then we don't get him. I don't think so. There has to be something that you don't know about, but I still believe you're going to get him. I mean, all those things put together. The other day, his house was put up for sale. His house in Leicester is up for sale. Like, all those things put together, like, unless he's just putting up his house for sale and then just buying another one at Leicester and staying there, I don't know. But he's refused to sign a new contract. Leicester willing to sign it, to sell him. I mean, come on. And Man United and Tottenham wanted him, and they were told mentally Tielemans is already an Arsenal player. Surely we're going to get him. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but by the end of the transfer window, he's going to be an Arsenal player. Hopefully, it's before the season starts. Bai says good luck. Emma says good job. Taku says good luck. I thought the match is at 12 p.m. Nope, 12 midnight your time. Like, it depends where you are. You know, every single country is different, but it's like this kind of time. This is when we are going to be playing. As long as we're in USA, when we play Orlando City, it's going to be during this time as well. And when we play Chelsea, it's going to be probably even later than this. So be ready. As long as Arsenal is still doing the USA tour, this is the time that the match is going to be played, because those guys like are very, very the time difference and stuff. Watching from Northern Ghana, says Salifu. Ekene says, when are you going to start a watch along? Oh, definitely not right now. It's like I'm super tired right now, but I'm up watching Arsenal, man. You cannot miss Arsenal games. Allah says, come on, you Gunners. Wisana says, where is Vieira? As Mustafa have just said, Vieira is still not 100% fit. We did sign a 70% fit player, but by the start of the season, it should be good to go. Watching from Zambia, says KB. What are your predictions, by the way? Keep quiet, says Arsenal win 5-1. that would be great, seeing another 5 goals from Arsenal. These days, we've made that a habit. We're scoring 5 goals every single game. Hope everything goes well, says Kamara. This is the time to just test out different things. Last time against Nuremberg, the team that started in the first half wasn't really promising. But today, the team that is starting, how many of these players will be starting our games next season? I expect Jesus to be starting. I expect Saka to be starting, obviously. Martinelli probably will be starting, especially the first game of the season. Partey will definitely be starting if he's there. Odegaard as well. Jacques, I still think Jacques will be starting games for us, Like, I believe the managers really like Xhaka. I know most of you don't like Xhaka. I know we're not the biggest Xhaka fans, but that team, those 6 players up front, I would not be surprised if all 6 of them start against Crystal Palace in the first game. And then Gabriel as well. And then maybe Cedric, but 7 players. I'd say from that, at least 7 players will be starting for us in the first game against Crystal Palace. Let's see how that one works out. But yeah, this is the time to try out, not to try out things. This is the time to be sure about what you're going to do next season and try. No, I don't like using the word try. You need to be sure about what you're doing right now because the season is just less than 3 weeks ago. Jovian says, great to see Saliba, wonderful young player. I'm still surprised that you're going to see Saliba playing for Arsenal as well. I was one of those guys who said, there's no chance. I don't think he likes Arteta. I don't think Arteta likes him. I think he's enjoyed his time in the French league. He might want to sign a new contract there or sign a permanent deal there. I'm very surprised to see Saliba playing for Arsenal, but really excited. Now, there's going to be a lot of pressure on him because a lot of people are expecting him to do very, very well. Let's see. I'm still confident he'll do well. I'm still happy with him and Ben White there, and Gabriel and Tomiyasu and Tierney, and hopefully Zinchenko very soon. I'm happy with that defense. I'm very happy with that defense. Last season, he did keep a lot of clean sheets on every one of our defenders and the goalkeeper's feet. But the moment Tomiyasu got injured, and then Ben White missed a couple of games, and then Partey got injured a couple of times, that's when he started conceding goals. But if you have all those guys playing, you're going to do well. I have no doubt at all. We're not going to be conceding like 4 goals every single game. Amos, the game is starting. The countdown is on screen, so the next 19 minutes. I hope Jesus gets a hat-trick tonight. Even more. If he wants to score 7 goals, go ahead, Gabriel Jesus. Go ahead. We'll score a hat-trick today, says Edward. For an Arsenal, says Chewy. When is the game going to play? In 18 minutes' time. How are you tactical? Things are going good. Excited to watch Arsenal, obviously, although it's some crazy times. No, Vieira got it a bit, not gonna lie. I actually thought Marquinhos was going to start. I didn't expect Fabio Vieira to start. The guy I expected to start was Marquinhos, and also I thought Ramsdale was going to start today instead of Turner. Van says 3-1. That would be great. That would be great. I don't see. Do they really have to score with Saliba and Gabriel? I know friendly matches people do score goals because you might change a lot of players second half. So yeah, I think they're going to score because of the changes you're going to make in the second half. I think Walters will come in. Gabriel will probably go off. Pablo Mari will come on as well. Pablo Mari didn't have a great game at all last time, so let's see how he does today. But I think he's going to leave 100%. So Mohammed says up the Gunners. Jay says 3-1. A lot of 3-1s. 8-3, Arsenal 3, Everton 1. I was like, what the hell? 8-3, E1. 3-1 to Arsenal, says Wasalav. Where's Marquinhos? We still have to wait and see. But I think Marquinhos will be included in Arsenal's first team, especially in the Carabao Cup and stuff. But now, since Hutchinson has left for Chelsea from the under-23s, I don't know if Marquinhos is going to be sent to the under-23s for this season. I really doubt. I think he's a very good player. I think he's capable of playing and helping Saka out, especially if Pepe leaves. Marquinhos could be there. But as Fabrizio Romano has been saying, we are going for winger. We are going to sign another winger that we don't know about. So if we sign another winger, that means we have Saka, the other winger, Martinelli. Smith has been playing on that side as well. Fabio Vieira can play on the left side. That is like 5-6 players who can play on the wings. So does that mean Marquinhos is going to be sent to the under-23s? I don't know. I think it's going to be at Arsenal, but I cannot guarantee you that he's going to be part of the first team. But in terms of starting, you're maybe going to see him in the next game against Orlando City midweek. Habibu says, let's go Gunners. Wycliffe, Arsenal is showing the game on Arsenal.com, but unfortunately you have to pay for it. But you're going to get the game somewhere. You're not going to miss the game. You're probably going to find it somewhere. Oyewole says, I'm looking to see more of Jesus and Saliba. I want to see how the front looks like with this setup. I'm looking to see more of Jesus and Saliba. Now, Saliba and Ben White, who's going to start? That's the thing. I really don't know, but that is the one thing that I'm really looking forward to seeing what Ateta does with that. Because some of you will say Ben White is a disaster. I don't think Ben White is a bad player. If you think Ben White had a bad season, you're just exaggerating. If you look at the beginning of the season, the moment he came in with Ramsdale, we started keeping a lot of clean sheets, and we were doing great with Gabriel, and until the injuries came up. But Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, especially when we play with a back five, all three of them start with Tomiyasu and maybe a Tierney. Wow, that would be very, very good. Watching from Nigeria, nice lineup, says Noble. Watching from Sierra Leone, says Tegan. Can't wait. Says Nana. Favor says I'm watching from Nigeria, Lagos. Darwish says any link for the game. When I get a link for the game, I'll post it in the story on the story, or maybe in the chat or something. We will get a link. Don't worry about that. Idrissa says I'm watching from Sierra Leone. 5-0. Let's go Gunners. Says Alia. 5-0. That is a lot. But hey, let's bring it on, man. Like this team can score goals. Jesus, Saka, all those guys, definitely. Watching from Malawi, the warm heart of Africa, says Hudson. Watching from Indiana, says George. Thank you. It's good. It's a good time in US to watch a game. It's a crazy time for the rest of the continents. It's super late. 6 goals, says Nuruddin. I'm thinking 5-2 Arsenal. I remember there's a time he played Everton and scored 5-2. That was back in 2017. Alexis Sanchez days. Alimami says Arsenal 4-0. Bangura says good luck. Jesus hat-trick from Nathan. Jesus has really given a lot of people excitement. Ghana's victory all the way. Sierra Leone can't wait, says Prince. 5 goals, says Ibrahim. Good luck from Sierra Leone. Good squad. Just watch Saliba, says Philip. Yeah, I really want to see how he does as well. A lot of people are very confident in him, me as well. I mean, he won a couple of awards for Marseille, but it would be a disaster if he comes in and he is not what we thought he was, and then he starts making mistakes and stuff. That would be really, really sad, but I don't think so. I think he'll definitely do well for Arsenal. And the competition they'll give each other with Tomiyasu and Ben White on that side, it can only be a good thing for us. Ami says, nice one. From Liberia, says Frederick. Nigeria from Abu. Scores is 4-1, says Ernest. From London, says Dennis. All the best, Ghana, says Joe. There's 500 of you watching on YouTube and Facebook. Hit the like button in case you haven't yet. I don't know why it's refreshing, but let's go on with the comments. Good job, says Moses. Please, watching live from Sierra Leone, says Yusuf. Scores 5 goals. Wow, it's become a daily thing. Arsenal scoring 5 goals. I'd love us to score 5 goals, but I'd love us to save the goals for Crystal Palace game at the beginning of the season. From Sierra Leone, says Santos. Jumbo says good luck. Arsenal from Sierra Leone. By the way, I really hope you guys can hear me. I cannot lie. I am very, very tired. Keep up the good work. You're doing well. God will reward you. Thank you, Banger. Up the Ghana, says Kamal. 3-1 Arsenal, says Martin. I'm watching from Uganda, says Samada. Let's do this. So let's go through the lineup one more time for those guys who are just joining right now. Arsenal lineup and Everton lineup. So this is the full Arsenal lineup for today. Let me take that off screen. So in goal, you have Matana starting once again. And then in the back four, we have Tavares, Gabriel, Saliba, and Cedric. A midfield of Partey, Odegaard, and Xhaka. And then a front line of Martinelli, Saka, and Jesus. Now, those 3 players up front, I think those are the players who are going to start in the first game against Crystal Palace, unless we sign, I don't know, like Mbappe or something. Those are the 3 guys I expect to start in the first game against Crystal Palace. All very, very good players. I'm not complaining at all. The only players who started against Nuremberg were Matt Turner. I think Matt Turner only, right? Matt Turner was the only guy who started against Nuremberg. I think the entire team has changed. And then on the bench, Okonkwo, Niles, Bellerin, Pablo Mari, Walters. I think all of them started against Nuremberg apart from Okonkwo. Would you guys keep holding at? So do you think he will stay? I don't know, man. We have if Pablo Mari stays, which I don't expect, we we have Gabriel, Saliba, Pablo Mari, and Ben White, and then Holding. So realistically, it's going to be Pablo Mari leaving and then Holding staying, unless we sign another defender. El Neni, Lokonga, Torreira, Pepe, Nelson, Balogun, and Ketia on the bench. For Everton, this is Everton's lineup. They do have Pickford. I almost kind of forgot Lampard is the coach there. We've not seen them playing for like 2 months. Pickford is the goalkeeper. They're playing a back five of Godfrey, Mina, Holgate, Nkunku, and Patterson. Doucouré, Ali, and Davis in midfield, and then Gray and Calvert-Lewin. They also don't have all their players, but they've let go of a lot of players. Richarlison left, Delph left. I think another 3 players left. Kenny left them. Coleman is not there. Who was the left back at Everton? I'm definitely forgetting someone at left back. Who was the actual left back of Everton? I've literally forgotten, but they are playing with the back five. It's going to be good to see how Jesus does against those defenders. Everton are conceding a lot of goals last season, so I don't think their defense is that great at all. So we have a chance. We have a chance of scoring the goals today. And today is just a friendly. I don't think there's a cup today. But when you play against Orlando City and Chelsea, there will be a cup, the Florida Cup, to be won. So Man United have been celebrating the Bangkok Cup. So I'm definitely ready to celebrate this Florida Cup and the Emirates Cup if Man United is celebrating the Bangkok Cup. So let's not talk about Man United though. So those are the 2 lineups. We still have to wait and see. Fabio Vieira is not there. Marquinhos is not there. We'll still have to wait and see them. Let's see. 4-0 says Bukayo. Prince says 4 on Arsenal. Ilav Astel says Simone. Page, probably Twitter. Keep up the good work, says Maxwell. Alpha, man, how are you? Good work. Do you think we are ready to compete for top 4 with Zinchenko addition and no more signings? Do you think we're ready to compete for top 4 with Zinchenko and no more signings? Nah, I still think we need a midfielder. There is no way we can go into next season without a midfielder. I've always been saying it. I do not care if we're going to sign Gnabry and Rafinha and all these guys. You have to have an engine in the midfield. If you don't have an engine, your car is not going to run. So if you sign Rafinha, you're basically just improving your car interior. If you sign Gnabry, you're improving your tire rims. If you sign another defender, you're improving your car bumper. But as long as there's no midfield and your engine doesn't work, your car is not going to move. If you sign Rafinha, you're going to score 4 or 5 goals. But if you don't have a midfield, you could easily concede another 4 or 5 goals in the game. So we need a midfielder first. So top 4, even with Zinchenko, not yet. We still need another midfielder. I know Zinchenko plays as a midfielder with all that said, but we still need an actual midfielder like Tielemans, the guy who always plays there. What happens if Tien is not there? We know Zinchenko is going to play as a left back. So unless we sign another left back and then Zinchenko is at Arsenal fully as a midfielder, that would be interesting. But it's really tough to know what they're going to do. For me, at the beginning of the transfer window, I was saying, let's sign 6 players. Let's get in 2 strikers. Let's get in 2 midfielders. Let's get a backup left back and then maybe a winger. That is what I was saying at the beginning of the transfer window. I didn't know we were going to get someone like a Fabio Vieira, number 10. I didn't expect that. I didn't think we were only going to get 1 striker. But it's looking like we're going to get just Jesus. We're not going to get another striker. And Nketiah is going to be the one who's going to be playing next season a lot. Let's see. Anything about Zinchenko? I'm sure we're going to hear another thing about him tomorrow, probably medical. Zinchenko will join Arsenal. I'm 95% sure it rarely gets to this stage and then fails. Unless he fails his medical, there's no chance we're not going to agree the salary after agreeing the fee with Man City. Really, really doubt it. He's excited to work with Arteta. There's no way they're just going to let that deal go from now unless he fails his medical, which rarely happens. So he will join Arsenal probably by Monday. He's going to be an Arsenal player. Kura says live, I appreciate your work. Help us stay updated with the beloved Arsenal. Thank you, Dennis. Wishes all the best, says Umar. I'm watching from Ghana. Thank you, Precious. Watching from Sierra Leone, says Salone. Arsenal 4 goals. I want to see more important signings. The Gunners for life. Ready for Arsenal, says Terry. 4-0 to Arsenal. I'm a Liverpool fan. Oh, yeah, I was about to wonder. Obviously, you don't like Everton, but hey, let's hope we can do it for you. Everett says 3-0. Musa says 4-0, 5-2. Man, Is this the Arsenal that you're used to? Gabriel Jesus has given us a lot of hope, and I'm really, really happy about that. This time, Arsenal is focusing on trophy, says Terry. We really want to get that top 4 fast, but for me, I really want us to win the Europa League. I seriously need us to win that Europa League. We've been there for like 6 years without winning it. I mean, just that thing about Arsenal has never won a European trophy. That thing really that bothers me, man. That is what they usually use against us when they're trying to banter us. Arsenal have never even won the Europa League. The moment you win it, you give yourself confidence. At least you start believing, you know what, you can actually win a European trophy, and then you start building up to winning a Champions League in the future. Like we've seen some terrible teams winning the Champions League, like Chelsea in 2012. They were nowhere near like winning the Champions League, but they actually won it. So if you just have all you need is a good season and a bit of luck, and you're going to win it. But obviously, our luck has been really out, especially in 2006. That game against Barcelona still haunts me until today. Manuel Almunia, layman, if he didn't get a red card in that game, if Almunia didn't make those mistakes, we would have had a Champions League title. I feel like Ben White has to start over Saliba. First, we spent 50 million on him. I think we spent a lot of money on Saliba as well. However, I definitely think he's a decent player. Now, the thing that we might see again next season is when Tomiyasu is out, we might see Ben White playing as a right back again, like we saw him last season, and then see Saliba and Gabriel. Or when we play with the back 5, we could see all 3 of them starting at the same time. Watching in Dubai, says Mamadou, thank you. I can't wait to see Jesus, says Al-Haji. Thank you, Titus. 3-1, says David. Jesus and Ketia. We will probably see Jesus and Ketia playing together a lot next season. I think so. I think Ketia getting the number 14 shirt is not for him to be on the bench. So I'm sure we will see. I'd not be surprised if by the first 5 games, there's a game we will see Saka on the left, Jesus on the right, and Ketia up front. We'll probably see that. Come on, Gunners, says Mohammed. I'm watching from Northern City, Sierra Leone, 4-0 to Arsenal, says Richard. Watching from Lagos. We love Arsenal so much. Don't worry, we love Arsenal so much as well. Songu, let's see, watching from Somalia. Arsenal, man. Arsenal is supported all around the world. One is going 5-0, says Oscar. Arsenal will surely win 3-0. Med from Sierra Leone, the land of peace, says Mohammed. 5-2 from Titus. These are crazy predictions. So I did put a poll. I don't know if I can check the results. I did ask how many goals you're going to score, but most of you are saying 5 or 4. I would not be surprised at all. Thank you, Mohammed. Let's see, 3-0 to the Ghana, says Ratawi. Good luck for the Gunners from Sierra Leone. Look at Digne left Everton for Aston Villa. So I'm not sure. There's a guy who was playing at left back. I don't know why I've forgotten. I think it's because Everton are doing so badly and they almost relegated. They forgot to look at their players. Perfect preseason test. We've got the where to analyze performance for the upcoming season. I don't know. Yes, it's great to play against our fellow Premier League teams, but for me, I usually do prefer playing against those teams that you never play against. Like, I don't like seeing friendly matches. Liverpool against Palace, Arsenal against Chelsea. Do you know how many times we play against Chelsea? Like, I feel like we play against Chelsea 4 times every season. I love friendly matches, like different friendly matches, like the teams that you never play against. Orlando City, let's play against Sevilla, let's play against Bayer Leverkusen, let's play against Basel from Switzerland. I usually like playing against those teams that you never get used to, but I do understand why they arrange fixtures with Premier League teams. Those are the teams you're going to play next season. So it's great to test yourself. Modesi says, watching from Nigeria. More goals from GG. Good. And Isaka, I wish them good opening goals. I think Jesus will score today. Good luck, says Soapy. Keep up the good work. And the game is 5 minutes away. So let me block a couple of people first. I think Arsenal winning the Europa League and the Europa League and Premier League next season will be an average. I think Arsenal winning the Europa League and Premier League. What? Do you think Arsenal winning the Premier League and the Europa League will be an average season for Arsenal? Oh, I cannot wait for the time we are going to be thinking like that as Arsenal fans. Arsenal winning the Premier League and the Europa League, and that is a bad season. That would be Arsenal back in its glory days. Winning the Europa League for Arsenal next season would be amazing. Like, we'd be back in the Champions League, and it's going to be a European competition. Crazy. Let me see. Watching from Dubai says on Jama. So I need to get the link. So I'll put the link in that story. If you're watching on Facebook, I'll put the link in the story. And if you're watching on YouTube or Twitter, follow at everything Arsenal. The links will be in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll put the link on Twitter and also on the Facebook story. So check the Facebook story in the next 2 minutes. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with the match review. Check the Facebook story and also the Twitter very, very soon. I'll put the links there. Thank you for watching. Catch up with you guys on the next one.